Hey, good morning, it's Graham, the Tech Prepper. Hope you're all doing well. I have been living under a rock for the last 6 weeks, and while I didn't finish everything I had intended to, the MCOM Tools release is looking good. So this is what we're going to do. I want to show you a quick demo of the mode switcher. So right now we are running build 14, which has not been pushed yet, and I've added support for the mode. So right there it tells you to run ET mode to set. Now, we need to open up the nerd window. The future release of MCOM Tools R4 will have that graphical user interface, but for right now we have to type in ET-mode, okay? And we get the supported modes of operations. We can run an APRS client, so we can check into APRS Thursday. We can run a digipeater RF only to retransmit using the power of this 80-watt rig plus the roof antenna and allow local coverage. We can automatically start all of the services for WinLink for RDOP over HF or WinLink for packet. Let's go ahead and try a check-in to APRS Thursday that my buddy Mike KC8OW runs. So we'll do APRS client, and it tells you can't start Direwolf, no supported audio device plugged in. Well, that's our audio device. You also notice here where it says radio, it's the DigiRig Mobile, and there's a cool little utility there called ET Radio. This is actually the first thing that you have to run, and you can select your supported radios. People who have a DigiRig Lite or DigiRig Mobile are in luck because it supports all of those radios. We're going to do the DigiRig Mobile with no cat because there's no cat control on the 2980. Okay. It also gives us some instructions since this is a dumb radio. Set your VFO manually. Adjust your volume, RF gain squelch, and this mode uses the RTS signal. Yeah, more nerd stuff. So ET radio. So now let's go ahead and connect this guy in, and I can switch radios over to my and we should see here within 10 seconds, the audio device should be detected as well as cat control. And here cat is loosely meant as it's able to key the PTT. But we still don't have a mode set. When we ran that mode option earlier, it told us we did not have a radio connected. And now we're going to do APRS client. And again, no nerd stuff. It is going to go and start everything for you, fully configure everything. All you have to do is enter your call sign on first startup, and you can see there we've got the map loaded, and we're going to try to do this one-handed. We're going to check into the, actually, we're not going to check into, well, yeah, let's check into APRS Thursday. That's what I said we would do. So, and this is more nerd stuff that I'm going to get rid of in a little bit here. I'm going to have something that looks more like a messaging application coming in the future. And the way that I'm going to do this is that all of the community support stuff, all of the community stuff will be on the command line with those little ET tools. The Buy Me a Coffee guys in the future are going to be the only ones that get the app that I build on top of all of this integration. But I'm going to support both Terminal and also the GUI app. But the GUI app is only going to supporting members to help keep stuff like this going. And for answer server, I think it's Hot G. No, is it CQ Hot G? I should have done this before. Shoot. I forgot how to do APRS Thursday. Let's see if this does it. CQ Hot G, hey from AZ. And let's send that off. Probably should have planned this demo better. But anyways, it's going to be keying the transmitter accordingly. Already sent it off. I missed the TX there. And we should see some receives. Again, I'm not sure if I did that. CQ Hot G, hams on the, oh, Hot G, okay. It's G as in golf, not Juliet. Stands for hams on the gram. Let's go send that again. And I'm going to show you guys, we'll go ahead and click here. Yeah, it just TX that packet, and we'll wait for hopefully a message to come back. I think that's the way to join APRS Thursday. Guys, I don't have time for editing. This is all I have time for, and you can see we successfully did that. Message sent, and we have successfully joined APRS Thursday. Now, I don't want all of the messages that are coming. Actually, I put hey from as. Okay, I think people know what I'm talking about. Now, check this out. This is where the power comes in. We're going to close this app and not be on APRS anymore. And what we're going to do is switch over to our packet frequency. So out here, that is on 145.710. We're still connected with the same radio, and we're going to run ET mode now. And let's say that we want to run WinLink packet. I want to hit a station 36 miles from my location, and it's going to, again, do all the nerd stuff behind the scenes, configuring interfaces, configuring your audio levels, and it dropped us directly into WinLink with packet. We'll go to action, we'll go to connect, and this is the station that I want to connect to. We'll connect up, and let's see if it actually does connect. And again, this is about 30 some odd miles northwest of me, and we're connected. So the other cool thing is, if I were to switch over to this rig over here, actually, you know what? Let's do that next. Let's go for it. So this packet session is going to take a little bit of time, not too long, hopefully. And once that's ready to go, we'll switch over to HF. So what we'll do in preparation for that, we're going to grab this cable, which is the cable plugged into my HF rig. Okay, you know what? I'm going to kill this connection. I don't want to wait for that to start here. So check this out. Our current mode is WinLink packet. We're going to unplug this, and again, within about 10 seconds, it's going to realize that there's no mode, and it's going to tell me to run ET mode. But before we do that, we don't want the currently configured radio, which is the DigiRig Mobile. So we go back to our nerd window. Nothing but the finest production quality here, guys. And I'm going to select my 7200. And guys, I'm not going to answer any questions on whether your radio is supported. This is the stuff I talk about on the Buy Me a Coffee side. So at this point, you can see here now, it gives us slightly different directions to tell the user, hey, set your SSB to upper sideband, set your filter to wide, menu data equals on, menu data modulation is upper sideband, menu USB level 75. So I figured out all this nerd stuff for you. So let's go plug this in. You'll notice that the VFO is set to 70665 blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what we should see here in a second is we should see the cat control as connected, and it already detected the audio as ICOM. Other cool thing here I haven't mentioned before, we've got full support for JSA call. So JSA call under the hood also is automatically detected. No need for the mode switcher there. And it should show us the VFO we have on the screen. And again, the only thing you have to do the very first time you install MCOM tools is, there we go. That's the same VFO, is set your call sign using another tool called ET mode. It's a one-time config. And we'll switch over to 40 meters. And let's see, let's clear the screen. So this is the vision I had for amateur radio. So if you guys really like this stupid ad hoc demo, let's see, directed to. And I just want to do a signal to noise ratio report to see who can hear me over HF. Most of my buddies throughout the Southwest should come back. You can see right there we're keyed up. We're also transmitting right here. And it's going to take 25 seconds. So if you're not into the nerd stuff, you want to see lots of innovation. Again, I got to go back to work in a week, and it's going to be probably until next year till I can do this work again. And it's only because I can't do this full time. Again, shameless plug, but this is my vision for the future of comms, the ability to just do the mode you want, right? We started with packet on APRS. We could check weather. We could do a bunch of other cool stuff with that. We switched over to WinLink packet. Now we're switching over to JS8 call, and you can see all the people here in my network. It looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys are all coming back to me, and we can do the normal JS8 call stuff. Now here's the other cool thing. Let's go ahead and close that. We'll go back to ET mode. And we'll do WinLink over RDOP. So basically HF. Again, it takes care of detecting the cat control interface, configuring audio. It launches WinLink for you. And then we're going to go ahead now and connect to a different station. Again, we have to use RDOP. So this whole, I'm also going to be writing next year, or probably sooner than that, a new mail interface that removes all the stuff that we can't do and makes this also less ham nerd focused. Because I got to tell you, I'm not terribly bright. And I hate the ham nerd stuff. So we're going to go to RDOP, which is the HF modem I use for this area. I also have some prototypes I did a while back that allow us to figure out which stations would be best. We'll go to 40 meters here, so that's coming next year as well. And we're going to try to connect to this station out in Wickenburg, which is 71 miles. And as you notice here, also it does all the cat control. Let's say if I go to 101, it also changed here. So no configuration, just your call sign is the only thing you have to do. And let's go and try to connect. So it's keying up, and maybe we'll get some chatter. But bottom line is, the platform takes care of everything for you. So it could be that can't get this station right now at this time of day. What time is it? All right, we don't want any dead air. But anyway, guys, you know what? We're going to turn this into a YouTube video. Turn this guy down a little bit. So no editing. Heck, I'm not even going to post a thumbnail. I think I'm just going to put this raw. And I'm going to go hit the field and cut an image for this. So the big thing with MCOM tools, again, I talk about it on Buy Me a Coffee. I'm doing a Thanksgiving Day release of this, but you have to build the ISO image. Community.mcomtools.com will be completely updated before then. All right, this might be good. Really easy, no editing. Cheers, all. All right, man. Good